Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about route of drug administration, that how can we give a drug to a person. Okay, so there are two major ways to give any drug. First one is local and the second one is systemic. Okay, SYSTEMIC, systemic. Now local is like cream or that lotions that you apply, okay, or eye drop. Okay, now this systemic is like enteral. Enteral means through intestine or via intestine. Okay, and parenteral. Parenteral means per means away, enteral means intestine. Okay, now this enteral is divided into two, like oral or rectal. Okay, this parenteral means not through intestine is divided into two, injectable or non-injectable. Okay, now this injectable is like IV. IV means intravenous. Okay, subcutaneous and intravascular. Okay, now this non-injectable is like sublingual, transdermal, okay, transdermal, nasal and inhalation. Okay, these are the routes by which we can give a drug to any person. Sublingually, you know how we can give a drug sublingually? There are some examples for this, like nitrates or nifedipine. Okay, see, what we do, we put a medicine under our tongue and it is absorbed by our lingual vein. You know, lingual vein is present below our tongue. So from there, these drugs get absorbed and get into your blood circulation. Okay, like nitrates. You know any example for this? Example like one more, like nitroglycerin. For what this nitroglycerin is used? It is given in acute attack of angina. Okay, so you put this nitroglycerin below your tongue. Okay, so when the effect that we are wanted, okay, so what we wanted, that effect shows in your body. Okay, then you can split that out, that medicine. Okay, so we can also take a particular amount of medicine by this route, nitroglycerin. Okay, how it is better than oral route, this oral. Okay, now, but still in this case also, sublingually also, the bioavailability is less than 100%. Okay, where we have 100% bioavailability, we have in this IV cases. When we inject any drug in your veins, then we have bioavailability is equal to 100%. Okay, now some will ask which medicine we give rectally. See, there are many medicines that we give rectally. Okay, like diazepam, because its first pass metabolism is very high. What is first pass metabolism? We are going to discuss about this in later videos also. See, whenever you eat any drug, okay, so for our body, that drug is a chemical. So who filter those chemicals from our body? Liver. Okay, so whenever you eat any drug orally, okay, so our liver will, you can say, destroy or excrete out some portion of the drug, because for body that drug is not a normal thing, it's a chemical. Okay, so those drugs we prefer to give like rectally, okay, or by any other route, and that breakdown of that drug is known as first pass metabolism. Okay, now rectally we can give diazepam. Okay, now IV intravenous bioavailability is 100%. Remember this thing. Okay, we can intracutaneous. What thing we give intracutaneous? Any example that you remember? Insulin. Okay, LIN, insulin, sorry, insulin. Okay, now what we take by inhalation, you know, in asthma patient we give salbutamol and ipratropium bromide. This salbutamol is beta 2 agonist, means it activates beta 2. This ipratropium bromide, this will block M3 in your lungs and it will activate beta 2 in your lungs. Okay, now transdermally we can give like transdermally See, sometimes we put patches, behind the ear. We give a drug to absorb from behind the ear, and we put those patches. Okay, like okay, SCOP, okay, ALAMIN, Scolpamine. Okay, for what we give this? For motion sickness, we give this drug, Scolpamine. Okay, like nicotine patch. Nicotine patch we give to chronic smokers. Okay, for chronic smokers, so they put that nicotine pouch behind their ear or wherever they are comfortable. Okay, and this nicotine will be releasing in their body. Okay, so it will help them to quit smoking. Okay, like fentanyl, this is given for chronic pain. Chronic means long term pain. Okay, intranasal we give, intranasally we give like desmopressin, calcitonin. You can write intranasal we give desmopressin, and like one more calcitonin. Okay, we give intranasally. There is one more, that intrathecal route. Intrathecal route, basically in this what happen, we inject to subarachnoid space in our brain. Okay, into the subarachnoid space. So in this video we discuss about route of drug administration. It can be local. Okay, it can be local and systemic. Systemic is antral and parenteral. Antral we have oral and rectal. Okay, rectally we give diazepam. Okay, injectable we have IV, subcutaneous and intravascular. In subcutaneous we give insulin, insulin for diabetes type 1, insulin. IV, intravenously the bioavailability is 100%, and many drugs we give like by IV method. Okay, now non-injectable like sublingual, transdermal, nasal and inhalation. Okay, sublingually we give nitrates and nifedipine. Like nitrates, one example of nitrates is nitroglycerin. Okay, transdermally we already discussed here, scolpamine, nicotine patch and fentanyl. Okay, this transdermal have both systemic and local effect. Okay, now both systemic and local effect. Okay, now we have nasal. Okay, nasal like desmopressin, calcitonin. Okay, now we have inhalation. Inhalation we took like salbutamol, SLBUTOML. Okay, salbutamol, it activates beta 2 receptors in your lungs. Okay, and ipratropium bromide. Ipratropium bromide is the same drug. Okay, it blocks M3. Okay, I hope this thing is clear for you, routes of administration of a drug.